Okay, guys. So I made a few lists here a few days ago that I recently found of some movies that I really wanted to review. And so they're all different types of movies that I've seen in the last few years that I think are pretty decent. The first one is The Glass House. It's definitely a suspenseful. Uh, it keeps you going. The plot is very interesting. It's honestly one of the better horror thriller movies I've honestly seen in a lot of years. Um, I don't want to go too into detail with it. I'll just say that it's very, very well directed and lots of crazy stuff in the movie. I think you guys would like it if you like suspenseful horror movies. Um, the next one is Trainwreck. Trainwreck, I thought, um, was one of the better movies that I've seen in the last few years. I like it because it has comedy, it has, an interesting plot to it. I don't know, I just think it's one of the better movies I've seen in the last few years, honestly. The next one is Spy. Um, Again, it's a great movie. I can't really say anything bad about it. I really enjoyed the plot. Great acting in it too. The next one is Ted 1 and 2. I've never reviewed those ones before. Now, I had to watch Ted a few times to really get into it before I really liked it, honestly. The first time I saw it, I was watching it with a bunch of friends, and I was a little distracted because we were all kind of joking around and laughing during it. But I really enjoy it now that I've actually given it an opportunity and I've seen both of them. I think that they're well directed films, honestly. Um, and Yeah, I just think that they're really funny. The next one is Beer League. Beer League is an Artie Lang movie from Howard Stern. He's also done stand up comedy as well. I mostly know him from the Howard Stern show. That's the movie I really um, know him from is Beer League. I don't really know if he's in any other movies. Wait, I take that back. Actually, I'm sorry. There's a movie on here that he was in as well that I'm going to be reviewing here. Um, and we're going to go to that one right now. It's called Dirty Work. So Artie Lang, Norm Macdonald, Chris Farley, and I think the guy from the Revenge of the Nerds. I can't remember his name, but he's in the movie as well. Um, Dirty Work is insanely funny. It is one of the better Norm Macdonald movies. I'm sorry, I just had coffee. My mouth is a little, you know. Anyways, um, so I would give Dirty Work. That's probably one of his better movies. Honestly, it's really funny. I think you guys would enjoy it. Um, Daddy's Home. So I think that that was one of the better movies in the past few years as far as the comedy you go. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on the person, but the I think the movie was really great, honestly. The next one is The Intern. Um, I was really pleasantly surprised with The Intern. I thought it was one of the better movies. I thought it should have been nominated for several awards. Honestly, I really understood the main character and where he was coming from. I really enjoyed that movie. The next one is The Duff. The Duff is very similar to like the average teen comedy movie. I mean, like Superbad, Adventureland, for example, Porky's, Meatballs. I could continue going on and on. There's so many different teen comedy movies, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny, honestly. Um, the next one, The Night Before. The Night Before, it's okay. I wouldn't say that it was a great. movie. I would say that it was kind of average. Um, but it's something that I think you guys might enjoy. The next one is Goosebumps, Jack Black. Um, yeah, I would say that. See, I grew up with the book series and the audiobooks and the TV series. I would say it's not the best Jack Black movie, but I don't think it's too terrible. I mean, it's watchable, yes. But it's not something that I would say would be nominated for like best comedy by any means. No. Um, the next one is Gulliver's Travels, which is also a Jack Black movie. I liked that one a lot more. I thought that was one of his better roles, honestly. Um, the after that is Ant Man. Jay Wilkins 79 reviewed it. He told me a long time, hey, check it out. It's not bad. So I went ahead and watched it, and I would agree. I would probably say it's one of the better superhero movies that I've watched in a few years. So that is the first list. We're going to continue on here. Okay, the next one is Midnight to Paris, which I was pretty surprised with this. I thought it, by reviews and stuff that I read online, I was like, well, I don't know if I want to check this out or not, but I started watching a little bit of it and I was like, it's not bad. It really isn't bad, honestly. I understand why people like it. So, the next one, Dark Room 2013. Um, I don't know. That was probably one of the more out, I would say outgoing movies as far as creativity. It's something that I think everybody would probably enjoy if you like suspense or horror, either one. Honestly, I think you might be into it. Um, the next one is Boot Camp with Mia Kunis. Um, I actually thought that Boot Camp was one of her better movies. Um, I liked her character in the movie. I like the storyline. I think that she did a great job in this. I think people should give it some credit. The next one is Wild. Um, Wild is very interesting too. It's not your typical uh, you know drama thriller. Honestly, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely out there. The next one is Aeon Flex, the movie. Now I grew up with the anime, and I thought the anime was amazing. Honestly, um, the movie is okay. It's how would I describe it? There's some good parts in it, and then there's some really bad action scenes in it. Honestly, that probably should have never been in there. But it just depends on the fan base, I guess. But me personally, I prefer the anime. I would rather watch that. That's just my opinion. Um, the next one is the Dragon Ball Z movie, the live action movie. Okay, I grew up with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I thought this movie was total garbage, in my opinion. It was horribly done. Um, the characters did not follow the anime. They totally screwed up the plot. Yeah, no, I would not say. I would say skip it. It's really bad, honestly. Um, Surf Party with Cal Penn. I think it's Kyle Penn. He was in Harold and Kumar movies. That's another movie that I probably would not watch. It's pretty bad, honestly. Somebody said it was okay, but I watched it and I was pretty bored with it. Not too many good things in it, honestly. Yeah, I would skip it. Delivery Man. Delivery Man, I think was a very interesting comedy movie. I enjoyed it. I thought there was some funny stuff in it. Some people have never heard of it, but it was one of the better comedies in the last few years. Um, has a lot of great co-stars too. So, um, Sidekick. So Chuck Norris. This is one of Chuck Norris's better movies, in my opinion. So essentially, he basically plays a guy who kicks ass through the whole movie, and it's really interesting. Yeah, there's some cheesy stuff in it, but I mean, who cares? It's funny. Um, the first Deadpool movie, I wanted to review that. So now I've read the comic books, and I have to be honest. I think the comic books are definitely a little bit more interesting. Um, Deadpool 1 was, I don't know, I think it's okay. I'll say that. Now, would I watch the second movie? Maybe. Probably when it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD. I probably would not pay money to go see it, honestly. That's just my opinion. Um, so the next one is Hellboy 2: The Golden Army, which I think is much better than the first movie, in my opinion, because there's more action in it. You get, diversity as far as characters. Lots of great stuff, CGI stuff in it. Um, the last one on the list is Moneyball. Yes, it's kind of a sports themed movie, but I think that the acting is great in it. I think everything in the movie, honestly, is really good in that movie. So, um, and actually, I missed a movie here. Hang on. So I did take the time and I watched Trolls. Um, now, yes, it's funny in some parts, but some of it is just really, really cheesy. Um, and I would say it's okay for like younger people probably to sit and watch it more than one time. But me personally, I could only watch it once, and that's where I needed to stand with it because it's okay. I would say it's probably as good as like the Smurf movies, which those aren't too terrible either. Even Alvin and the Chipmunk movies, I think, are better than the Troll movie. Um, but yeah, these are just a few movies that I watched that I think I wanted to have an opportunity to review. So this is your second part to the review of the weekend. This is my last video probably for this weekend. I've got other things going on. So everybody have a wonderful weekend.